All right, I think we're live. Third time's the charm, always. Okay, so this is a new segment, even though you may have seen me do it twice already today. I think I've got the sound worked out, so hopefully you can hear me. This is a new segment called Real Estate Q&A. I'll be your host, James Bowerman, with the Real Creative Group of Douglas Realty. And today the topic is going to be how to hire a listing agent. So if you're thinking about selling your home, putting it on the market, it's a great time to do that. How do you go about that? You have some options. The most common is going to be hiring a real estate agent to help you out. So the first thing I want to talk about is agency. What exactly is that? So a real estate agent can do both the buyer and the seller side of any transaction. They can't do them both at the same time, but they can work with a buyer, they can work with the seller. There's no separate real estate license. There's no additional testing. Once you have a license, you can do either. However, the skill set to work with a buyer versus a seller is completely different. So I'm going to dive into that today. Ultimately, the person who does have the agreement with the seller represents them is the listing agent or the selling agent. So hopefully that clears that up. The first thing I want to talk about is one of three things that I look at when listing a home, selling a home, and the first is the appearance. So when it comes to the appearance of the home, the listing agent's job is to consult with you and advise you on how to prepare the home to sell it. Now this could be different repairs that they suggest you make, improvements that might add value to the home, or it could be how to stage the home, how to prepare it so that it's going to look its best when we put it out there to the world. So always ask the listing agent that you're interviewing, what are you going to do to help me prepare the home? What should I do? And they should have good answers for you there. All right. The second of three things is going to be the price. Now, a good listing agent will sit down with you and they will review what's called a comparable market analysis. This is going to have a group of homes that are similar or comparable to yours that have sold. This will have same features such as the finished square footage of the home, bedrooms, bathrooms, is the lot favorable? What are the other features? Does it have a basement? Does it have a garage? Is it on the water? All these factors are going to look at those compared to homes that have sold to get you an idea of what that estimated price range would be if you were to put it on the market. Now they can look at homes that are already listed, but we still don't know what those are going to sell for, so they're not always great comps. All right. So then once you kind of review that and okay, based on the data, this is what you could expect. They should also go through the different pricing options that you have. So there's different strategies to listing and selling a home, and there's three that I recommend, or I go through and I'll talk about the pros and the cons of those strategies. And so there are definitely questions you'll want to ask, but ultimately your choice as a seller. Once you have the options, you see the data, what decision you want to make as far as the price. So that's two of three. Number three would be exposure. So this is one of the most important things. How do we get your home exposed to the most qualified buyers who are looking, but also buyers agents? So agents who are working with buyers. Anybody who's a buyer in this market is typically going to have an agent if they're serious, just the way that things are. So we want to make sure that we're doing things to get the home in front of these people. But that includes creating content. So this is going to be photos, videos, 3D tours, the written copy, things that can be distributed across multiple channels and platforms, different media to get that exposure. So this is typically the responsibility of the listing agent. It is not your responsibility as a seller to pay for photos, to go out and find somebody who can shoot video. A good listing agent should have all of these tools, all these resources, all these people built into their systems and processes, and be able to show you how they're going to use them to sell your home and get the most exposure. So appearance, price, and exposure. Definitely ask questions about those three things. Next on the list would be negotiating. So once you get offers on the home, in this market you could expect, if you follow those other things and price it right, and it looks good, you're going to get multiple offers. Now you might just get one, but one or multiple, it's the listing agent's job to go through and review these offers with you. They're going to discuss all the terms, all the contingencies, all your legal responsibilities as a seller per this contract. So they're going to negotiate on your behalf in your best interest to get you the best terms and the most favorable terms. So negotiation is key. The last thing I want to talk about is transaction management. From contract to close, there are a lot of people involved and a lot of things happening. And it is the listing agent's job to maintain open and constant communication with you, the homeowner, with the buyer's agent, with the buyer's lender, with the title company, with home inspectors, getting things scheduled, making sure these contingencies are happening or being removed to the agreed upon timeline per the contract. This could come back to renegotiating things such as repairs or credits and things of that nature due to different contingencies along the way. So that's what I got for you as far as knowing how to hire or how to choose a listing agent if you're thinking about selling your home. I hope these ideas were helpful for you. If you have any additional questions, please leave a comment below and I will definitely get back to you. This being a new segment, I've got some ideas, but I'm open to more. If you have questions about real estate, I'd love to engage and interact and answer those for you. So leave some comments below. If you enjoyed this, I would appreciate if you did like, comment, share, follow, subscribe, all those things so we can stay in touch. And until next time, thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon.